Good evening and happy Tuesday, BMS. It is an unbelievably snowy 31 degrees here in South Georgia, and the time is 7:50 p.m. It's your girl Tiffany J here with yesterday's recap and today's news. Of course, we'll start with our recap. Yesterday was Monday, January 20th, 2025. We celebrated MLK Day, and for those who do keep up, our new president was sworn into office. Our day in the general chat started off with greetings. There was some sports talk, and it was Man Crush Monday. The fellas were asked to drop those suit selfies, and the ladies were given the green light to shoot their shots. It was actually a pretty laid back day in the general chat. And just like that, we're all done with our recap, and it's time for a little bit of housekeeping. Please be sure to check out your regional chats and get active. We would love it for the ladies to join the ladies' lounge and the fellas to join the men's lounge. Those spaces are curated just for you. Please make sure you've taken the time to do your mandatory introduction in the Facebook group. Regular sweeps are done, and we would hate to find you out of compliance and run the risk of being removed from the group. Also, please remember, do not plan any events that didn't go through proper channels. Don't drop any business promotions, unapproved links, or anything of that nature in our chats. Protocols are in place for purpose, and clear is kind. If you have any questions or if you need any assistance, please don't hesitate to reach out to the admins and moderators. They're here to make your journey a breeze. Lastly, we want to see you on our Zoom chats nightly, building rapport and making connections. That's how you meet people and get in on all the fun. Also, don't forget about the Ladies Lounge Zoom on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. It's happening right now. And the Men's Lounge Zoom on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Those Zooms are for their respective audiences, and the information to join can be found in the Ladies Lounge for the ladies and in the Men's Lounge for the fellas. Now, just like that, we've done our housekeeping, and it's time for today's news. Today is Tuesday, January 21st, 2025. We started the day in our usual BMS way, and of course, it's Tea Time Tuesday. So folks were asked to spill the tea, sweet tea that is, and share some positivity. It could be anything to give you the feel goods, or they could share the last time they experienced joy. You could even share a pic of you trying something new. We got a snowy good morning from Houston, Texas. Then Jordan came in giving a good morning to everyone who thinks the bipolar weather needs to sit down somewhere. But he took it back if lemon pepper wings were not in your top 5. I was sweet, and I shared a picture of my red velvet muffin and my coffee that I had for breakfast this morning. The greetings kept rolling in, and so did the feel-good moments. We got a snowy greeting from New Orleans, Louisiana. Then Miracle and Jordan were trying to find Warren G on 21st and Lewis in the LBC. And if you don't get the reference, I'm going to need you to put yourself in timeout for a few minutes. It was announced in the general chat that we are undergoing a purge. That means we have room for new faces, and the newbies have started pouring in. The question of the day is, you're planning a virtual date. What are you planning for you and your partner? How elaborate do you make it? We had somebody say cooking, someone else said a virtual museum, someone mentioned virtual travel, playing games together and watching movies also got mentioned. Our newbies are coming correct with intros in hand, and the regulars are reintroducing themselves as well. The fellas have stepped heavy today with their intros and pics, and Sean has all the ladies eyeballing his beard. Next thing we know, food pics were flying and the day was just rolling. Then all of a sudden, things went left. Well, more like somebody's man-child got left behind because Tashelle shared screenshots of an attempted conversation that would make any grammar teacher clutch their pearls. You see, the brother was trying to shoot his shot, but he was missing and there was nothing but collateral damage. We were all left with confused headaches and questioning our already questionable educational system. We were trying to read and comprehend, but none of us is fluent in gibberish. Although we did eventually put a few things together, we were left with way more questions than answers. He blew his chance, and we were all reminded of how important literacy really is. Somebody questions if the brother was a church musician, and we said no. And then Tashelle said, well, he's turning over a new leaf. But then Miracle asked if it was from pre-K to kindergarten, and I asked if it was to the deacon board, the usher board, or maybe a preacher. Jordan said he had to be the sunflower in the graduation play, and I had to advocate for pre-K teachers everywhere by saying he could not have left pre-K like that because, no child left behind. Mia said this is why doves cry, and Tashelle shared who sent Experiment 626 her way. It didn't help that the person said he forgot to inform her that the guy is a little insert hand wiggles here. I suggested that we put the person who instigated all of this in the corner and leave him there. We should also revoke his cookout privileges and give him his food on a cheap paper plate in a Walmart bag. Fortunately, Experiment 626 has been blocked, but not before we all got in our evening ab workout. Of course, we applaud you to Shell. You handle that absolutely gracefully, and I am convinced that although it's not his fault he got left behind, you will most certainly be blessed for your suffering today. And now we've all calmed down, all is well, and just like that, we are all caught up on today's news. And now it's time for our upcoming events. We've got the upcoming Valentine's Day Ball the weekend of February 14th through 17th in beautiful Largo, Florida. Georgia's having their first official meetup with Win Games or Win Hearts on Saturday, January 25th. Join them in Atlanta for a night of bowling and games while you mix and mingle. And Texas is having a sexy pajama birthday bash meet and greet on Saturday, the 25th as well. For all events, stay tuned to the events page in the Facebook group to stay up to date and in the know about all BMS happenings. Our quote for the day is from Charles Dickens. He said, "There is nothing in the world so irresistibly contagious as laughter and good humor." That being said, a great sense of humor and the ability to laugh are amazing things to have. They can lighten any mood, help make new friends, and simply make time with old friends that much better. So never miss an opportunity to laugh or to make someone laugh. Those moments and memories last a lifetime. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's it from your girl Tiffany J with yesterday's recap and today's news. As always, have all the fun, do all the things, and participate in all of the shenanigans. And while you do, know that I love you, but God loves you best. And always, remember to make it great, know it's blessed, do your best, and God will always take care of the rest. And I will check in on you guys and girls later. Bye.